Your hands are shaking, not because of fear, but from something far worse. You are standing in the middle of a broken conversation that was supposed to be about love or care. Instead, you feel empty and confused, and you do not know why. They did not shout or make threats. They simply smiled and claimed they were only speaking because they care about you. Now, you are starting to believe that you are the problem. This is not just a simple argument. This is a siege. You have been defending yourself in a conflict you did not even know was happening. You brought kindness to a fight for power and tried to explain yourself on a battlefield. Every word you spoke to defend your side only gave them a new weapon to use against you. Machiavelli wrote centuries ago that many people lose because they expect the world to be fair. It is not. The world runs on influence, on seeing patterns, and on who tells the story. Toxic people, narcissists, and manipulators already understand this. They have been playing a high-level game while you were just trying to have an honest talk, but they do not expect you to change. The moment you stop defending and start taking charge, the moment you stop explaining and start removing yourself, you begin to speak their language. In the next 20 minutes, I will give you 7 practical rules from the Machiavelli playbook. These are methods, not just ideas. You will learn how to be impossible to read and how to turn their games into traps that they fall into themselves. You will learn how to win without saying anything at all. This is the war room, and you are about to learn how to take back control of your own life. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let us look at the battlefield. Rule number 1 is to stop giving away your data. Start an information blackout. We are often told that being vulnerable helps people connect, and that being open makes relationships real. We think if we just explain ourselves well enough, they will finally understand. For a healthy person, being close means connection. For a toxic person, being close means gathering ammunition. Every fear you admit, every struggle you share, and every complaint you make about your job or your money is being saved. It is being sorted and turned into a weapon to be used when it helps them. Machiavelli wrote that a wise leader should never let people know what he is thinking. He knew that having more information than the other person is the base of power. The more they know about you, the more ways they have to control you. The less you know about what they really want, the more you are lost in the fog. Think about it. When you post online that you feel lonely, a manipulator knows exactly when to reach out. When you tell a toxic parent you are having money trouble, they know how to use guilt to make you obey. When you tell a coworker about your job search, they tell your boss. You are not being real. You are being easy to predict. Start being intentionally vague. When someone asks how you are, do not give a deep answer. Use a standard response like, "I am fine," or "just busy." If you are planning to leave a bad job, tell no one. If you are starting a new project, tell no one. If you have relationship problems, do not tell the friend who just wants to help. This will feel strange and secretive at first. That is good. Being secret is like wearing armor. In nature, hiding is not being a coward, it is staying alive. They will try to test you. They will say you are acting distant or that you do not talk anymore. This is a trick to get a reaction. They want you to apologize and start sharing again. Do not fall for it. Simply say you have been focused on work and ask them about their life. Move the focus back to them. While they speak, you observe. While they show themselves, you stay hidden. Having that advantage is power. If you realize you have been telling your secrets to people who use them against you, follow this channel. We are here to see the game clearly. Rule number 2 is the void, or using indifference as a weapon. Imagine you are in a meeting. A co-worker named Mark says loudly that some people leave early while others do the real work. Your heart beats faster. You want to list all the times you stayed late or helped him. Stop right there. People who defend themselves are trying to fix the truth, but they lose because people like Mark do not care about the truth. He wants you to look defensive. He wants a fight because friction is his fuel. Machiavelli said that everyone sees what you seem to be, but few know who you really are. A toxic person wins by reading your reactions. They know which buttons to push to make you snap, make yourself impossible to map. In psychology, this is called the gray rock method, but we are making it more active. Use aggressive silence. Look at the person, wait 3 seconds, and let the silence become awkward for them. Then calmly say, "That is an interesting thought," and go back to what you were doing. You denied them the energy they wanted. You made their comment look small because you did not feel the need to defend yourself. You showed that they are not important enough to bother you. Indifference hurts more than an insult because an insult shows you still care. When you first do this, they will get louder and meaner. This is a tantrum because their control is breaking. Stay calm. You are teaching them that being toxic gets them nothing. Eventually, they will look for someone else to bother. Rule number 3 is judo, or using their own energy against them. Do not fight force with force. Redirect it. In judo, if someone pushes you, you pull them. Use their own speed to make them trip. You can do this with words. If a toxic parent calls you a disappointment for not visiting enough, do not argue about how often you visit. Simply say, "You are right. I probably do not visit as much as you would like." And then stay silent. You agreed with how they feel, but you did not accept any guilt or promise to change. Saying, "You are right," is the fastest way to end a fight with a manipulator. They were ready for a battle, and you just sat down. They have nowhere to put their anger, so it stays with them. If someone calls you crazy, do not scream that you are not. Just say you can see why they might think that. You are validating what they see without saying it is a fact. Machiavelli believed a leader should appear to be whatever people need while staying focused on his own goals. You appear to be agreeing, but you are actually ending the talk on your own terms. Every fight with a toxic person drains your life and ruins your mood. It is not worth trying to be right with someone who wants to misunderstand you. Let them think they won the small argument so you can keep your sanity. This requires you to put your pride away. Most people care more about being right than being powerful. Be the person who chooses peace over pride. Rule number 4 is absence. If you are always there, you are not valued. Machiavelli noted that being away can increase respect. In a toxic situation, being absent is both a shield and a weapon. It is basic supply and demand. If you are always available to be treated poorly, they will keep doing it. You must become scarce. This does not always mean cutting them off completely, as you might have to work with them or share children. However, you can be emotionally absent. Stop answering calls immediately. Stop replying to texts right away. Stop going to every event just because you feel you have to. When you pull away, you break their pattern. They are used to you being there, and your absence will confuse them. When they ask why you are ignoring them, just say you have been very busy and ask how they are. You are teaching them that talking to you is a privilege. If they treat you badly, they lose that privilege. Imagine your life is a castle. For a long time, you left the bridge down, and people came in to ruin things. Now, pull up the bridge. They might shout or tell lies about you from the outside, but you are safe inside. You must be independent. If you need their praise or their money, they own you. To win, you must build your own life, your own money, your own feelings, and your own friends. The less you need them, the less they can hurt you. When you truly stop caring about what they think, their power disappears. Rule number 5 is the spotlight. Use public exposure. Toxic people rely on everyone being polite. They hide insults in jokes because they think you will not make a scene. The moment you pull them into the light, they lose. Machiavelli said, if you are going to fight, you must win completely. Do not just make a small complaint. That only makes them want revenge. If they make a mean joke in front of others, do not get mad. Stop and ask them to explain exactly what they meant. When they say they were just kidding, do not let it go. Say you do not understand the joke and ask them to explain why it is funny. Now they are the ones feeling uncomfortable in the silent room. You have taken away their cover and shown everyone what they are doing. They will call you difficult, but that just means you are hard to mistreat. Rule number 6 is the paper trail. Use documentation to win. If you are dealing with a liar who changes the story, remember that toxic people are better at lying than you are. They have no shame in changing the past. If your boss tells you to take a day off and then complains when you are gone, you look bad if it was just a spoken word. Change to writing. After every talk, send an email summarizing what was said. They will hate this because they cannot hide. Do not make threats, just keep the records. When you have a list of facts, you are not arguing, you are winning. Rule number 7 is the reputation fortress. Do not waste time fighting a smear campaign. Instead, build a life that proves the lies wrong. Machiavelli said the best defense is the support of the people. If a toxic person tells everyone you are crazy, but everyone else sees you as calm and professional, the toxic person looks like the liar. Play the long game. Toxic people eventually ruin all their relationships. You just have to stay steady until that happens. Do not speak badly about them in return. If someone tells you what the toxic person said, just say, it is a shame they feel that way, and wish them well. This makes you look like the bigger person and makes them look like the problem. Let them dig their own grave while you stay silent and live your life. Here is your 5-step plan for tomorrow. Step 1. Every morning, tell yourself that you do not owe anyone an explanation or a reaction. You owe yourself a strategy. Step 2. Have a script ready so you do not have to think. Use phrases like, you might be right, and then stop talking. Step 3. Try a 7-day experiment where you talk 30% less and give vague answers. See who gets annoyed. Those are the people who were using you. Step 4. Look at who knows your secrets and stop telling them things. Step 5. At the end of the day, review where you defended yourself when you should have stayed silent. Is this manipulation? Think of it this way. A doctor is not mean for cutting out a tumor. You have been a prisoner of your own kindness for too long. You are not becoming a bad person. You are becoming a strong one. A person who cannot defend themselves is not good. They are just helpless. A strong person who chooses to be kind is truly virtuous. You are building a wall so you can have a peaceful garden. By understanding the darkness, you protect your light. You are no longer just reacting to others. You are in control. If this helps you, subscribe for the next video on how to read people. Start today with one boundary or one moment of silence. You are now prepared. You are not looking to hurt anyone, but you are refusing to be hurt anymore. Welcome to the War Room. Building on the principles of power and protection, the next phase of your development focuses on detection and counter-strikes. Now that you have built your armor, you must learn to see through the masks of others before they can get close enough to strike. To catch a liar or a manipulator, you must first know how they act when they are not under pressure. This is called their baseline. Observe how they treat people who can do nothing for them, like waiters or cleaning staff. Machiavelli noted that a man's true nature eventually shows in his small actions. If they are charming to you but cruel to others, the charm is a tool, not a personality trait. Once you know their baseline, any sudden change, like extra kindness or sudden coldness, is a signal that they are starting a maneuver. Manipulators rely on their ability to keep you off balance. To take control, you can use a technique called the forced error. Ask them a question you already know the answer to, but act as if you are confused. If they lie to your face about a small detail, you have discovered 2 things. They are willing to deceive you, and they think you are easy to fool. Do not correct them. Let them believe their lie worked. This gives you the ultimate advantage because you now know they are an enemy, but they still think you are an ally. Building on the principles of power and protection, the next phase of your development focuses on detection and counterstrikes. Now that you have built your armor, you must learn to see through the masks of others before they can get close enough to strike. Master the baseline. To catch a liar or a manipulator, you must first know how they act when they are not under pressure. This is called their baseline. Observe how they treat people who can do nothing for them, like waiters or cleaning staff. Machiavelli noted that a man's true nature eventually shows in his small actions. If they are charming to you but cruel to others, the charm is a tool, not a personality trait. Once you know their baseline, any sudden change, like extra kindness or sudden coldness, is a signal that they are starting a maneuver. The forced error manipulators rely on their ability to keep you off balance. To take control, you can use a technique called the forced error. Ask them a question you already know the answer to, but act as if you are confused. If they lie to your face about a small detail, you have discovered two things. They are willing to deceive you, and they think you are easy to fool. Do not correct them. Let them believe their lie worked. This gives you the ultimate advantage because you now know they are an enemy, but they still think you are an ally. Reverse the gaslighting. When someone tries to rewrite your reality by saying, "I never said that," or "You're remembering it wrong," do not argue about the past. Instead, focus on the future. Say, "Since our memories of the past don't match, we will put everything in writing from now on to avoid confusion." This stops the psychological game immediately. You are not calling them a liar, which would cause a fight. You are providing a solution that happens to strip them of their power to lie later. Identify the flying aggressors. In every toxic circle, there are people who do the manipulator's dirty work. These are people who come to you saying, "I'm so worried about what everyone is saying about you," or "Mark told me something shocking." These people are messengers used to destabilize you. Treat them with the same information blackout as the primary threat. If you give them a reaction, they will carry it back to the source. Instead, thank them for the information and change the subject. When the messenger realizes they can't get a scoop from you, they become useless to the manipulator. The art of the strategic no power is often found in what you refuse to do. Test your boundaries by saying no to a small, unreasonable request. A healthy person will accept a boundary. A controller will react with anger, guilt-tripping, or testing, pushing the boundary again. This reaction is your map. It tells you exactly where the danger zones are. By saying no early and often to small things, you train people that your time and energy are not free resources for them to harvest. Building on the principles of armor and silence, the next stage is about observation and the counter-move. Now that you have closed the doors to your kingdom, you must learn to see through the masks of those standing outside. To win the long game, you must move from simply surviving their attacks to predicting them before they happen. Watching the baseline. To catch a manipulator, you must first know how they act when they are not trying to win. This is called their baseline. Watch how they treat people who have no power, such as a server at a restaurant or a junior staff member. Machiavelli believed that a person's true self is revealed in their small, daily habits. If they are sweet to you but mean to others, their kindness is just a mask they wear to get what they want. Once you know their normal behavior, any change, like being too nice or suddenly cold, is a warning sign that a new game has started. The forced error manipulators win by keeping you confused. You can take back control by using a forced error. Ask them a question about something you already know the truth about, but act like you are unsure. If they lie to you about a small fact, you have learned two important things. They are willing to deceive you, and they think you are easy to trick. Do not correct them. Let them believe the lie worked. This gives you the ultimate advantage. You now know they are an enemy, but they still think you are a victim.